Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Vineet and I am going to cover the Azure topics. These mentioned Azure topics. As I updated my previous video, intro video, I updated that I will cover these following topics in my upcoming video. So yes, this is my first video in which I am going to cover the organization and project creation, right? So we will start from the basics. Before continue, let me tell you that if you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. It is a motivation point for me that if you will subscribe and you will like, it will give somewhere to me motivate like to proceed further. So please, please like. Yeah, let's continue then. What we will do, we will go to browser and we will browse dev.azure.com, right? dev.azure.com. Here the term is coming Azure. So why basically Azure? Even now I have moved from, if you will see here the URL is now azure.microsoft.com/enus services. So Azure DevOps is one of the service provided by the Microsoft Azure, right? So it is one of the service provided by the Azure. So let's continue. How we can continue? Once we will be here on this landing page, we have the option to start free, right? We have the option to start free with GitHub, or we have the option of sign in with Azure DevOps. So let's start with the start free, and let's click here. Now we are here. It will ask us uh, to basically log in. So if you have a Microsoft account, then you will be able to only log in here. So what you need to do, you need to log in with your Microsoft account. If you don't have the Microsoft account, it will ask you to create one, right? So let me log in. Okay, so I have logged in. If you will see, I have a organization, by default organization, which is created by the Microsoft Azure itself, right? So first time if you will log in, it will ask you to create an organization. Organization is the basic unit, or I would say the top level thing under which you will be able to work. Clear? Organization. You can create as many as organization from this particular link. So let me create one more organization for you. Okay, it will ask that how to this will ask me to proceed further. Okay, let's continue. Here what it will ask me to provide the name of the organization. Basically this will be the URL, right? Let's give one name, demo Azure 1901. Let's go by this demo Azure 01. Let's say this is the organization. Okay, so this seems to be available. Now what we need to do, we need to type these values here, nm. Let's continue. Now what it will do, it will create an organization for us, right? So once we will have the organization, what we will do, we will create the project under that organization, right? So now you can see I have the two organization. One is this demo Azure 01, and this was created by default uh, by Microsoft Azure for me. What I can do, I can delete this organization. How can I delete this? I need to click on this organization. So now I am this organization. Now I need to click the organization settings. Okay, under the organization settings, just on the overview, just go down and then click on the delete button. If you will click delete button, it will ask you to confirmation. Just type the same name of your organization, then just click on delete. Now it will delete the organization, right? Although once the organization will be deleted, it will land us on the same page. Now just click on start free once again. Okay, so now we are in this organization demo Azure 01 that we have just created. Now let's proceed towards the creation of the project. Okay, project creation, let's give a name like demo Azure. It will not be unique for all over the world. It will just be unique for our organization. So let's go by demo Azure DevOps. Okay, or let's go by the Azure DevOps itself. Let's proceed. It was a long name. Okay, now, okay, if you will see, now we have the two options. One option is the public, one is the private. So as you can see from here, we can create a project of two types. One is a public, one is a private. Private, that is available only to us, means outside the user, outside our organization or outside our team will not be able to access it. But in public, anyone on the internet can view this project, right? And certain features like TFVC are not supported by the public. Okay, no issue, we will go by the private. Then we have the option of advanced. Don't forget to click here before, because in starting we just forget what is here. So just need to click here and then you will see that we have some more options here. So the option are coming like version control and work item process. Version control, it is talking about the repository. Repository, we have the two types of repository or version control. One is a Git, one is a team foundation version control. So if you want to know, if you know the difference between of these two, very good. If you don't know, let me tell you what is the difference between Git and TFS. So this is TF, as this is also called TFS, Team Foundation Version Control. So this Team Foundation Version Control is the basically product of Microsoft. It is a way to manage your version and history version control of to manage your code, right? Git is an open source, and the main difference between of these two, that TFS is the central version control system and Git is the distributed version control system. Git is light in compared to the TFS, right? We can manage branches more easily in the Git, but we cannot manage branches more easily in the TFS. We can create branches as well, but not more easily, right? And even in the Git, we can create branches locally on our machine, and but in TFS we will have to create branches on the server itself, because it's the central distributed version control system, right? If you want to know the more difference between of these two, just Google that what is the difference between the Git and TFS or TFVC. Yeah, one more thing, if you will click here, you will be landed, you will be here, then it will help you to what is the version control you should choose. Again, as he updated that Git is the distributed version control system, TFS is the central version control system. So if you want to go in detail, just go through it, right? Okay, but let me tell you now, nowadays organization are moving towards Git from TFS. So even by default, if you will see, hey, yeah, you are getting the Git as a default, right? Now let's come to the work item process. Work item process, what is here? We can choose from these four options: Agile, Basic, CMI, Scrum. By default, it provide Basic. And again, as I updated here, if you want to choose what is the process you should follow, just click here and you will it will help you to choose a process for Azure DevOps. So basically it is a process that your organization is following, right? uh, uh, Please check what is the what is the process that you are following in your organization or your company. So basically the only one is basic, the basic value, very basic, that is provided by the DevOps itself. So in terms of the difference, what is the difference in terms of the processes that is being followed by the Azure DevOps? You can see from here that in terms of the in terms of the backlog, or what you will get epic, issue and task in the basic, right? What you will get in the Agile, you will get these things like epic, feature, user history and then task. And then in the Scrum you will find these epic, feature, PBI, task, right? Now this is the CMMI. This is as basically you will see here, this is the more standard, the more formal project methodology, like which was used as a a water flow model, or if you want to go ahead with that. So we are what I am going to choose here, I am going to choose as a Scrum methodology, right? And yes, so what I will do here, maybe I will try to see if we will have the time, we'll cover here itself, or in the next video we will cover about the about the sprint planning, how we will do the sprint planning, right? And how we will assign the task to our team members, how we will add the team members in our sprint or in our team, right? So yes, in the meanwhile, before creating the project, let me just update you, as I updated last time, that I will keep updating you about the interview questions, or about the yeah, about the question with respect to the AZ 400 exam if you are going for that. What you can have, the questions you may be asked in the interview, like what is the difference between Git and TFS, right? Or what is the version control system you are using? What is the branching strategy that you are following? Okay, I'm not updating about you branching strategy right now, but we are about you later. But these are the basic questions that may be arise from the interview. Then work item process. Work item process. These questions will arise basically in your AZ 400 exam, in which what will be question, what type of question will be asked? It will be a question will be asked indirectly, right? So just let me go through this important thing here. Like in basic, what you can do, you can support tracking and remaining work. But in agile, what you can do, you can support original estimate, remaining work, and complete work. What you can support in scrum, you can support only tracking, support tracking of remaining work, right? So just go through in these what is the difference between these two, and you are going to definitely get a question from this. Yes, okay, let's proceed. Okay, now let's choose the Scrum and then create project. Oh, what happened? Look like this page doesn't exist or cannot be found. Okay, let's try once more. Go to back. Okay, seems it has been project has been already created. Maybe some bug from DevOps. No issue. I will request you to please proceed. It never came to me earlier, but if it goes, just do as I did. If you want to create one more project, so you can create a number of projects from here. Just click on new project. It will be asked what is the project that you are going to do. Let's create one more project. Let's demo Azure 02, right? Private, and then Git, and then Scrum, and then create. If you want to know the difference between of these two, so at your end what you can do when you will be actually practicing it, you can choose one project with respect to the agile, or one respect with the scrum, or one project with respect to the basic, and then just walk through with the board section. You will know the basic difference between these two. Okay, okay, now we are in this project. This has been created by Azure for us. As it did here, what we will do, we will do the project creation, user configuration, user supports. Okay, so now let's talk about the user. How we can add the users. For example, in your team you are the 5 members or you are the 10 members, and you want to add those member in your project. Or is this maybe something like this? If you have an organization which has 100 members, right, in your organization, your company, but in your project you are just working with 10 members, this is also okay. So how we will proceed? Let's go to the organization. I'm clicking here, and I will do, okay, demo Azure 02 is not coming. Just refresh. Okay, uh, demo Azure DevOps. Let's go one by one. Let's demo 001. It is showing us. Why it is not showing? Okay, because I created that. Okay, my mistake. I just created an organization with name as demo Azure 01, right? And this is the project for us, demo Azure 02. We can create as number of as project here, right? Okay, now let's go to the organization. Okay, under the organization we have the demo Azure 01. To avoid the mistake, let me give the name as demo Azure org. So let's see how it goes. Let's save it. Demo version not available. Okay. Um, okay, it is asking me to retype the organization name since it is available. Uh, Retype the new organization name as ding ding organization demo 01, organization demo 01. I understand. Click on save. Okay, it is saving. Now you will see the URL has been already, this URL has been changed. Now we have the URL with respect to organization demo 01. Let's see what we have now. I have clicked here. Now you can see that organization is organization demo 01. Under that I have a project which is named as demo Azure 02. Now I was talking you about the users. So what we will do, we'll click on organization. Under the organization, what we'll do, we'll click on user. Okay. Under the user, we will see that how many users we have. We have this only one user, right? I'm going to add one more user for in our organization. So what I will do, I will click on add user. So now here, let's talk about, okay, let's add one user like user1 at the rate demo.com. This may be any user, any organization. And now what we will do, we will choose that what is the project, on which project you are going to have. So we have created two projects. We have one project is demo Azure 02. So I'm going to add it on demo Azure 02, right? On this project I'm going to add. Let's click now. Okay, I'm adding this user as a project contributor. And what about the access level? Here access level is about the basic, stakeholder and Visual Studio subscriber. Now what is the difference? What is the difference between of these two? This question is definitely coming in your uh, AZ 400 exam, right? That what is the difference? And not directly but indirectly. Uh, Let me tell you what is the difference. Basic, this is the basic user that you can add. You can add only 5 user. After that you will be charged some amount. Then what about the stakeholder? Stakeholder, this is you can add n number of stakeholder, but you will have some limitation with respect to the basic, right? What will be the limitation? I will tell you. Major difference is that in stakeholder, you will not be able to do the development, or you will not be able to access the repository, right? You are the stakeholder who will be able to access the board, like you will be access to dashboard, right? And now let's talk about the Visual Studio subscriber. In Visual Studio subscriber, you will be able to do the coding. You will be able to access the repository, right? You will be able to create the pipeline and all that stuff you will be able to do. Now, what is the access level you need to choose? As I updated earlier, there are only 5 users which are free as a basic. So, but first check in your team that how many members you need to add, right? If you, for example, in your team you have 5 members, or you have 6 members. Let's 6 members. In 6 members, 3 have the Visual Studio subscriber license, and 2 doesn't have. So total 5, and one is the user who so out of the 6 are in need to do the development, and one user is not in need to the development. He will just you can say he's a product owner, or he just want to show that what is going on. He will, right, something like that. He don't want to, or he is from the management level, something like this. So so what you will do, what I was updating. So we have okay, let me open the notepad. That will give more clarity. We have the 6 user. Out of the 6 user, 3 have Visual Studio subscription, and one or 2 has no subscription, and one user even he also has no subscription, but he but he will not do the development. So these about 2 will do the development. This will not do the development. So what we'll do, we will add 3 user under the Visual Studio subscription, and 2 user under the no subscription, and 1 user under the stakeholder, right? No subscription, one means under the basic level. If it is not clear, just comment out. I will try to help you to get more understanding, right? Okay, so now what I'm going to do, as I'm going to add this user as a basic, and then yes, now let's add this user to this project. Now click on add. If you want to get more detailed answer, just go to the Google and check for Azure DevOps access level. You will get the first link. Just click on this and you will know the difference, right? For example, the what stakeholder will be able to access about the basic and Visual Studio professional license, or the user with this access level, what he will be able to access, and about the test plan and Visual Studio Enterprise. So test plan is basically something like even with the stakeholder or basic or Visual Studio's professional access level, you will not be able to access the test plan, not able to create the test suits or test cases, right? So this will be the main difference. We are not going to do any test plan right now, so we are not going for this. We are just going with basic, and yeah, just go this table and you will be able to know that what is the difference. Okay. Okay, now we have this user. Now what we are going to do, we are going, so we have checked that how we can add the user. Just give me the overview about this section, like what we have here. We have the in overview section what we can do. I have already updated you how can we change the name of the organization if required, and accordingly our URL will be changed. Okay, if you want to add some description, we can do here, and then yeah, from here we can delete the organization. Then under the project we can see that how many projects we have. So we have two projects here, right? And one is the Azure Devops and demo Azure 02. If you can we change the name, let's see. Yeah, we can change the name. If you want to change the name, just change the name. Let me change the name from here. Okay, what was the name of this? This was the Azure Devops. Okay, let me change the name of it itself. Demo Azure 02, demo Azure 01. Okay, now click on save. Now we have two projects, demo Azure 01, demo Azure 02. Okay, now since okay. Ding 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 ding. Now what I need to do? Okay, I was showing you about the menu. So we have seen that about the user. So here yeah, we have seen it. Now we have a billing section. Here you will be notified about the billing perspective, right? Why it is not coming? Yeah, it is loading slightly slow. Okay, I'm not going as of now with this. Let me tell you, because I will go with this setup billing later on when I will apart tell you about the actual about the pipeline, right? And about I've already updated about the basic user, so we can check for that what is the billing that we are going to have. Ding, 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 ding. As a directory, if you are working in an organization and basically you want to connect your organization as directory directory, you can connect from here. So and this will be good. So you will not have to search the users or add the users from the user section. It will be directly prompted to you. Okay, if this seems to be slightly confusing to you, don't go, don't check it right now, or you can Google it, right? Okay. There are some settings with respect to the repository or storage. Okay, we'll go through this later on, because if I will go through with the setting, maybe you will not be able to understand that right now. Okay, so let's go to the project demo 002. Okay, now in this section, in this particular project, what we have these menus. Under that, what we have the menus, like we have the boards, we have the overview section, we have the boards. Under the boards we have these menu like work items. What we will do in the boards, we will basically backlog our work items. So what we will do generally when we are going to create our project, right? So what we will identify, oh, I need to do this work, this type of work I need to do. For example, I need to do some infra setup for this project. I need to do some repository setup. I need to do some development, and yes, so I will uh, define all those tasks here. So I will define that what is the task here. Yes. So as of now, I'm not going in detail, but just giving an overview. I will go through it in my next section, next session, where it will be easy for you to understand. Now we have the repo. We will have our code here simply, right? This is used for the code perspective. Pipeline, this will be used for the automation of our building and automation of our deployment. Okay, test plan as updated, even if this will not be available for me because I am logged in as a basic. basic user, so I will not be able to create test plan. So we will have to go for the test case license, test plan license. Yes. So this is the artifact. Artifact ding 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 as updated in my previous video that we will go these through topics. So Azure artifact is one of the topic where what we will do, we will push our code, or we will push our DLLs, which will be common for all our other modules, right? So in detail, I will go later. I'm just giving you the overview as of now. Okay, now let's go to the project settings. So what we have in the project setting, okay, you can see that we have the name. We can provide the description. This, whatever the description we will provide, it will come on our overview in our dashboard. Let's see, this is the project. This is the project for our demonstration of Azure DevOps stuff. Okay, no issue. Okay, this is the process that we choose earlier. That what is the process we are going to have. This is again, if you want to change it from public to private and private to public, we can do from here, right? I'm not going to do this now. Under the Azure DevOps services, okay. As updated, if you want to disable for one menu, right? If you don't want to get the uh, yes, if you don't want to get the test menu, for example, what I will do, I will just click here. It will ask for the confirmation, and it will ask that it will turning off test plan, hide these services for all member of this project. If you choose to enable this service later, all your existing data will be available, so no issue. So I'm going to remove it, test plan. So yes, this is coming here now. Just let me refresh. So now it is not available, right? If you want to get it here, just click here once again and it will be available to you, right? Now just refresh. Okay, so it is available here now. Okay, under the teams we can create teams here. For example, in your project, what you have a team of like 20 members, and out of these 20 members you had divided your members into 4 teams, right? So five member in each team. One team will work upon the infra part, one team will work upon the actual development, or one team will work upon the as an integration development, right? Or one team will work upon the UI. So you may define your team as per it, right? I'm not going through it right now, but I'm just giving you an idea. What is it? I will go through it later stage, okay, in my next upcoming videos. Now let's see what is the important here. Ding 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 ding. Okay, service hook. Let me tell you about the service hook. If you want it to integrate your Azure DevOps with some other tool, then you will go ahead with service hook. One question may arise in your Azure DevOps is at 400 exam, like what is the service hook, or how, if you want to integrate one, like integrate GitHub with your, how you will proceed, right? So this will be used for this hook. As from its name, this is something like hook, this is which is something for the integration purpose, right? You can integrate your teams as well via this. Okay, project configuration, team configuration, not going by this parallel job. You can set your parallel job, that how many parallel job you want, or what are the parallel jobs you have in your project. Parallel job is something like this is used for the for your pipelines, right? So at once at a particular time, how many processes, how many, let's say about the build, right? We have done the automation of the build. So at one particular time, how many build can be executed? So if you have only one pipeline, you will be able to execute only one. If you have two, then you will be able to execute two. With respect to that, let me give you idea about it, about the pipelines here. So as you can see from here, that what types of pipelines you have. You have the Microsoft hosted, you have the self-hosted, right? Microsoft hosted is something that is provided by the Microsoft, that is maintained by the Microsoft, right? Microsoft hosted. And self-hosted, in which Actually, what you will have to do, you will have to set up your own VM, your own virtual machine, and this particular self-hosted service will help you in the in that perspective. Not clear? If it is not clear right now, don't go in detail. Just go through it. That in the major difference, what the difference between Microsoft hosted or self-hosted, and yeah, about the Microsoft hosted, you can see that uh, you will get one parallel job. Even after getting one parallel job, you will be able to run it only as a 1800 minutes per month, right? So 1800 minutes you will be given, in which you will be able to use. Now, self-hosted, this is unlimited. There is no limit of time constraint, but and you will get a one parallel job. So, and that is one parallel. So here you will see that free parallel job is one. Okay. Uh, okay. Now let's talk about the public project. This was about the private project. In public project, you will get uh, free. This is about the free. You will get unlimited parallel jobs, right? Uh, so it is showing me zero parallel job, and basically okay. I think here we should have the okay. It is showing zero parallel job, so we will not have any parallel job here. Okay. Now let's proceed towards settings. Do we have, but we have setting. Okay, setting. This will be something about the retention period of your build that you will be used that will be used in your actual building pipeline. I will go through it again once I will go via once I will go for the demonstration of the pipelines. Okay. Okay, seems quite enough for today. So what we have covered how we can create the organization, how we can create the project, how we can add the users, how many types of user, what is the access level that we can add, and we have also checked that while creating a project, which methodology or which process we should choose, what is the version control system we should choose, right? And yes, what we have checked, we have just checked about the overview of the organization, and we have checked about the overview of the project settings. Uh, so in my next video, what I'm going to cover, I'm going to cover about the board section, in which I will go through via the sprint planning, like how you can do the sprint planning in Azure DevOps. How can you set the dates for your sprint? How can you add the members? How can you add the capacity for your members? For example, you have the sprint of 15 days, and in this 15 days you have basically you have three members, and out of the three member, one will work in for 5 hours, one will work about 7 hours. So we all that stuff we can do there. We can, and after that, what we will do, we will see that how we can allocate the task as per our availability, right? So that's all stuff we are going to check there in our board section. Okay, then let's proceed. Let's continue. Okay, then thank you very much. Before ending, let me just update you. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Not liked, please like. Or if you have any comment, please do the comment with respect to any feedback or any comment that you want to share. Okay, thank you once again. Bye bye. Let's meet in our next video.